don't you eat this pie? Now, Homer, 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 now, Homer, now, Homer, don't you eat this pie? Now, Homer.
All right, Ty, I'm just gonna do this. And if you get eaten, it's your own fault. Ow! 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 Why? Oh, the hell with it.
Don't you eat this pie? Now, Homer, 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 now, Homer, now, Homer, don't you eat this pie? Now, Homer.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. We are on day 997 of my continuous streaming challenge. I got the Hacko. It does work. Actually, let me move to camera real quick. So, fairly easy device, battery powered. As you can see here, it's the exact same thing that has been disassembled previously. I did actually open up my unit and it's got the exact same sort of thing. Hope you can hear that. Very quiet. You put a little tip on the end of it, a little nozzle, and then there's a little suction cup. And you can actually lift up pretty large items. I'm just using my finger to stabilize the thing. But I'm fairly happy with it. Um, yeah, I mean that's heavy. This Tamagotchi that I made has pretty much everything in it, and it's pretty heavy, and it's still able to lift it. So I'm pretty convinced that this will work. Um, I did hook this up to a Lego Pneumatics thing, and it's barely on the edge of being able to move it. So the other unit that I purchased has like effectively two of those stuck together to double the capacity. Maybe that'll work for Lego. I don't know. Um, but I'm really happy with this. Despite its cost, this unit itself, this little pump inside, is about $110 just by itself, and quantities of one. So for this to be like just slightly under that, this is very much worth it. So what I'm thinking is because it is the same size, it it would fit within the size of one of these camera modules. I'm going to see if I can take the nozzle off and see if I can make a mount for this to mount in place of the camera, and then see if I can make an attachment at the end so I can do manual pick and place just using this tool. So if I bring this in, make sure everything's clear. So this should be able to fit in here. And then I can go ahead and actuate it. And I should be able to do manual pick and place. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I see what of this I can model. I think there's a nice little cross section around here that's perfectly square. And I'm gonna go ahead and go from there. So that's what I'm gonna be working on today for stream. Um, Once I got this bit figured out, it's just a matter of combining a bunch of things that I've made over the past 3 years and see what it is I could make. So fairly happy with this. Decent weight. The batteries help make the feel of it. But yeah, with that, go ahead, get into it, and let's see what we can do. Actually, before I create one, let's just see if I have something.
Can I ask you, is it true you once worked 96 hours straight?
Oh, yes, it was horrible, I tell you. By the end, I thought I was a hummingbird of some kind.
Oh, yeah, I studied your old security tapes.
I tried to drink nectar out of Sanjay's head.
All right, here's the 411, folks.
One
Say
second, I
some
need to go grab
gangsta
my towel.
is kissing your fly girl. You just give him one of these. Kissing your fly girl. Kissing your fly girl.
Ned, you're having a family reunion and you didn't invite me?
Oh, gosh, Homer, this is strictly a Flanders affair. I got family here from around the globe. Here's Jose Flanders.
Buenos ding dong dilly dia, senor.
And this is Lord Thistlewick Flanders.
Charmed. Googly, googly. Googly, googly. Charmed. Googly, googly. Googly, googly.
Now return to Fancy Zero Room.
Hey, Homer, that's 4 strikes in a row. You got a perfect game going. Miss! Miss! Sorry, I was calling the waitress. This split you sold me is making me choke. Hey, spare me your gutter mouth. Ow, ow.
Hello? Kids, turn off the TV. I have some bad news about Lenny. Not Lenny! Not Lenny!
Spare me your gutter mouth. Ow, ow.
Not Lenny! Not Lenny! You're polishing bone! Not Lenny! Not Lenny!
All right, here's the 411, folks. Say some gangsta is dissing your fly girl. Just give him one of these.
Ahoy there, minnows.
Ahoy, have you seen this man?
Pete, you got some customers.
Alright. Unfortunately, I don't appear to have my calipers with me, which is really unfortunate. I think I left them at work, which means I'll have to go pick them up sometime tonight for future streams. So I'm just going to take some estimates and go from there, because I actually don't have my old set of calipers anymore. I gave those away, which is unfortunate. I do have my measuring tape, so I'm probably just going to give good estimates and then go from there.
No, we're looking
And
for
since
this
it's Japanese, it's probably going to have a bunch of metric measurements to it, but I'm not going to be able to determine those. Okay, 1 1/8.
Not a quarter.
Okay, we'll say 35 millimeter.
Remain calm. There is a dog in the vent.
Why, looking into this lovable nut's eyes just melts my heart. Seymour, all is forgiven.
34.4.
Punch Lady Doris. Have you got any grease?
Yes, yes we do.
Then grease me up, woman.
Okie dokie.
Grease me up. Grease me up, woman. Grease me up. Grease me up, woman.
Okie dokie.
Grease me up. Is there an animal alive that can outrun a grease gun? Sid Mickley for Willie, you bloated gasper.
This is about 7/8.
I can't take this.
We'll say 23. And it's rounded, so it's not going to be completely like that.
Sid Mickley for Willie, you bloated gasper.
Now, wait just a minute. We're twice as smart as the people of Shelbyville. Just tell us your idea and we'll vote for it.
All right. What I say? What's it called? What I say?
Monorail.
What I say? What's it called? That's right.
Monorail.
Mono. Don't. What I say? What's it called? What I say?
Monorail.
What's it called? What I say? What's it called? That's right.
Monorail.
Hey, Simpson, I'm feeling a mite peckish. Mind if I chew your ear?
Dad, you killed the zombie Flanders.
He was a zombie?
Dad, we did something very bad.
Did you raise the dead?
Yes.
Are the cars okay?
I got these two the wrong way around.
Get you ready to dance? But the car's okay. Get you ready to dance? But the car's okay. All right then. Just a little incident involving the boogeyman. The boogeyman. I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or boogeyman in the house. Huh? What? Lisa, what's up?
I just had a bad dream. I know it's absurd. But I dreamed the boogeyman was after me.
Boogeyman! You nail the window shut. I'll get the gun. Just a little incident involving the boogeyman. The boogeyman. I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or boogeyman in the house. Just a little incident
Okay,
involving the
that
boogeyman.
seems about right.
Come on. Come on. Oh, come on.
25.
It's Cuban Juicy Brown Chuck.
Please check it out. Time for chili.
Oh, God, what the hell?
Please check it out. Check it out.
Hey, what the big idea?
He just wanted to be a big man in front of the kids.
Daddy, are you going to jail?
We'll see, son. We'll see.
I mean, there's not much to this, so I'm going to start working on the other part. So there's a little thread on the end of this, and I think that's what I want to use. Unfortunately, I don't know the thread. But I actually don't know how to do threads in Onshape, so I'm kind of up for figuring that out.
Here are your messages. You have 30 minutes to move your car. You have 10 minutes. Your car has been impounded. Your car has been crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube.
Does it look like my cube?
I don't know what kind of thread that would be to start with. I'm going to say it's metric. What is that? Wonder if it's that. Kind of looks like it.
Don't worry, I brought my Rappin' Ronnie Reagan tape. It always makes the trip go faster. Let her go.
Joint with filter. Oh, okay. So these are replacement parts for inside the machine.
Oh, Lord, please give me the strength to endure Homer Simpson's friendship.
There is a filter in there.
Did say well enough. The name's Poochie D, and I rock Stunt Kelly. I'm half Joe Camel and a third Fonzarelli. I'm the kung fu hippie from Gangsta City. I'm a rapping surfer, you the fool I pity. Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog. Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog.
Now that's just bad. You got no attitude. Barely outrageous.
Well, boo-hoo.
I don't know what you're in.
I don't get to be a
I don't know what you're in, but it's not my fate. Next.
Oh, no attitude, eh? Not in your face, huh? Well, you can cram it with walnuts, ugly. Cram it with walnuts, ugly. Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog. Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog.
That is not the product.
Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog.
It's 993, not 939.
Ruff, ruff, I'm Poochie the rockin' dog.
934, not 93. 93. 393. Ugh. Weird. Okay, they have 939, but not 394. 394 is available. Oh, this is it. There we go. This is the same manual I have.
Please don't tell anyone how I live.
Well, it sucks that I don't have my calipers with me. That's gonna upset the whole stream. Darn it. Weight's not a concern. This is just the right weight for the counterbalance that I have installed, so that's not an issue. Yeah, these weigh just about the same.
If I hear objection and sustain one more time today, I think I'm going to scream.
Objection.
Sustain.
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 Liver and onions.
All right, let's just see if we can figure out how to make the end of it.
There's 3 ways to do things. The right way,
I assume it's an M4.
the wrong way, and the max power way.
Isn't that the wrong way?
Yeah.
But I fell in love with Homer Simpson. I don't want to snuggle with Max Power.
Nobody snuggles with max power. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese. Nobody snuggles with max power. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese. Nobody snuggles with max power.
There's no way it's
Look at this place. The house number is spelled out with letters.
Get used to it, honey. From now on, we'll be spelling everything with letters.
Isn't that the wrong way?
Yeah, but faster.
Isn't that the wrong way? Isn't that the wrong way?
Yeah, but faster. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese. Nobody snuggles with max power. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese.
It's a M10.
Nobody snuggles with max power. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese. Nobody snuggles with max power. Grab yourself in and feel the cheese. Nobody snuggles with max power.
You kids can't keep your heads to yourself. I'm gonna turn this car around, and there'll be no King Canaveral for anybody. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. That's it. There'll be no King Canaveral for anybody. That's it.
External
Back to Winnipeg.
thread.
Now, you gentlemen gonna buy some wigs, or ain't you?
Can we stop for ice cream?
What? Can we stop for ice cream?
Buck, can we stop for ice cream?
Now, you gentlemen gonna buy some wigs, or
Buck,
ain't you?
can we stop for ice cream?
What? Can we?
Buy some wigs?
I hate this place.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. That's it.
Hmm.
Back to Winnipeg. That's it. Back to Winnipeg. That's it. There'll be no King Canaveral for anybody. That's it. Back to Winnipeg.
On shape thread.
When you're launching a new product with a tight Today we're going to draw this of drawing those stamps I will be using for the torso from 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be fine except I need it to match up, and the inner of cylinder of the nut and this outer face of the bolt are different lengths. So I need to change this to pitch. And if I set these to the same pitch, which I'm going to set to 0.125 an eighth, I'll be able to match them up. Sketch, I'm going to do it on this plane, the front plane, because I want to be here. I'm actually going to turn off the bolt just so I see the helix here. I want the get an eighth. My sweet path is just going to be this curve. So you'll notice a couple things here. First off, kind of ends funnily. And one way to fix that is to just kind of do a remove on the side. Really close, but I'm going to make this distance from here to here an eighth. I made that an extra eighth long, and you'll see it chops it off right there. So now when I do an extrude remove on that, let's change this to symmetric. From there to there, I've now turned our curve off. It now looks much cleaner on the bottom. It doesn't have that funny thing. And I'll just leave the top like that. That doesn't necessarily matter. Alright, so there is the nut. We're going to do the exact same thing for the bolt. Nope, I said that backwards. There's our bolt, and I'm going to do the exact same thing for the nut. Right, so one more time, helix. Let's change this to pitch, 0.125, enter, check mark. I'm going to do a sketch on the front plane. Turn that sketch on, and I'm going to right click, copy sketch. I'm going to be in here, I'm going to hit Control V. There it is. That placement for it is fine because I'm just going to move it in a second. Let's turn off the nut, so we just have this. Let's turn off our other sketch, and we can do the same coincident that we just did from there to there. Good work, team. Check mark on that. Sweep this face along there. This is a remove. Merge scope. Let's turn the nut back on now and merge scope with the nut. And the same thing that had just happened previously with it being funny shaped at the end points here. I'm just going to do another remove on the two faces here. So I'm just going to do something like that, something like that. Dimension here to here. As I did previously, I made this nut actually 0.5 taller than I wanted it to be, so that I can actually do this. And symmetric. 1 inch is not enough for this. Let's make it a 0.15. So it actually removes the whole thing, and there you go. It does look funny here, but it is clean for the surface. So now I did it. We have threads on the nut and the bolt, and the last thing to do would be to add it to an assembly and show you how to do the actual screw relation. To the planes here. Now we need a cylindrical mate to make a screw relation. Alright, so if I go to cylindrical mate, you'll notice something right off the bat. It's tough to get the center of this threaded thing here. So here's something new that I want to show you guys. It is called adding a new mate connector. So I'm going to just clean this up, or actually snap my view to be looking straight down from the top. And if I go to mate connector, I'm going to be able to add a point where my snap for the mates will be. And I actually know if I go to this edge here where there isn't threads, that's actually going to be the center of it right there. Look at that. And it made that one there. That is that mate connector. Now I want to make a second mate connector. Let's go bottom here. Let's look in. Just mate connector 2 here. Now, how do I confirm that? There it is right there. This one has the no edge, and I want to go to the middle of it. I believe that's going to be the middle of the whole thing. So it's a little tricky to tell, right? Because I knew that this was off-centered, so I chose that one. but I now have two mate connectors that are in the center of my entire object. If I click check mark here, now I can just go right to cylindrical mate and choose mate connector 1, mate connector 2. Check mark, and look at what we got now. You'll notice it's free to spin and slide up and down, but we don't have this as a thread yet. So if I right now go to screw relation, what you need for screw relation is a cylindrical mate. So I just choose the cylindrical mate I made, check mark, and now it'll stay in line with that and spin. Couple things though here, right? Screw relation, distance per revolution, this should be our pitch. So I'm going to make this that 0.125 that we used before. And the last thing here is actually putting the limit. So now I can spin around, make threads, right? But if you'll notice I'm able to screw right through that. And that's a problem. So what do I need to do there to fix that? It's actually in our cylindrical mate. We're actually going to set a limit. So if I just click this right here, you'll see this point here would be our limit of the screw. And I just know off the top of my head, because I'm the one who drew this, it's 0.1875. Right, I did have this as 2, the cylinder is 2, and this was a symmetrical extrude of 0.5, so that means there was an eighth over. So if I hit solve, let me zoom out and you'll see it, and then do the animation, it stops at the top. Goes real fast there, but it does, believe me. And there you go, we have a screw relation for our custom threaded nut and bolt. I can turn off the view on that, turn off the view on that, turn off the view on that.
It actually goes the wrong way.
We did it. Good work, team. There you go. It's tapped out at the top.
Yeah, look at that. If you look at it real closely.
The view on that, turn off the view on that, turn off the view on that, and there you go.
He's spinning it the wrong
we
way
did it.
according
Good
to the
work,
screw.
team. There you go. It's tapped out at the top.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That really is, because it's a pretty good tutorial. Okay, so helix, surface, so M10, thread, dimensions. M10, pitch of 4.5. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, memorize these funny place names. Cucamonga, Seattle, Cucamonga, Cucamonga, Seattle, Cucamonga.
Stop it, you're killing me.
Yes, homie.
Oh my god, he's stealing all the burgers! Why, you little...
Stop! He's already dead.
Cucamonga, Seattle, Cucamonga,
Intersects itself. Okay. Um.
Seattle, Cucamonga,
Stop it, you're killing me!
Cucamonga, Seattle, Cucamonga, Cucamonga, Seattle, Cucamonga.
Stop it, you're killing me! Seattle! Oh, Marge, sitting next to the boss. The best night of the year, and it's ruined. Of all the lousy, rotten
All this means is you can't wave your fanny in public.
Well, Simpsy, you up for another wave?
All right, Virgie.
That's rather weird. I can't sweep it.
Lowe's knows the best pros.
Little baby batter, can't control his bladder. The hitties Aussies racket, kissing Betty Crockett.
It doesn't have that funny thing. And I'll just leave the top like that. That doesn't... I actually made the curve, and I'll get an error. So I now need to put this onto my helix. So I did a coincident from that midpoint to there. Perfect. Check mark. And now I'm going to sweep this up my helix. And that's all this really is here. I'm going to do a sweep. I'm going to do that as my face. My sweep path is just going to be this curve. And it's an add to, let's turn our bolt back on. Merge scope, bolt. Alright. And there it is. So you'll notice a couple things here. First off, sketch, I'm going to do it on this plane, which I'm going to set to 0.125 and eighth. I'll be able to match them up, and they'll be able to pitch.
Helix, helical pitch. And I think they may have changed how they do it.
for the nut. Right, so one more time, helix. Let's change this to pitch.
They've changed
0.125,
it.
enter, check mark. I'm going to do a sketch on the front plane. Turn that sketch on, and I'm going to right click, copy sketch. I'm going to be in here, I'm going to hit Control V. There it is. That placement for it is fine because I'm just going to move it in a second. Let's turn off the nut, so we just have this. Let's turn off our other sketch, and we can do the same coincident that we just did from there to there. Good work, team. Check mark on that. Sweep this face along there. This is a remove. A merge scope. Let's turn the nut back on now and merge scope with the nut. And the same thing that had just happened previously with it being funny.
Alright, Virgie. The hitters off his rocker, kissing Betty Crocker. Little baby batter, can't control his bladder. The hitters off his rocker, kissing Betty Crocker.
Nothing.
Little baby batter, can't control his bladder.
No, sir. I was laughing at something outside. Nelson? But he's a creep. I'm gonna have to explain school.
Nobody like Millhouse. Nobody like Millhouse.
Free drink, Poindexter.
Nobody like Millhouse.
Guess who likes you?
Nick Grill! What the hell is that? Come here, come on, Smith, you, Nick Grill! What the hell is that? Why doesn't mine look like that? Why?
Does it actually work, or is it just broken? Okay, so it does actually work. It's just doesn't like that shape.
Yeah, he's done.
Here you go. Pretzel whack 'em. Pretzel whack 'em. One bite and you'll be hooked.
Okay, so it is working on a triangle.
Pretzel whack 'em. One bite and you'll be hooked.
Hey, slow down. I want to talk to you. Give us 300 pretzels.
That'll be $300.
Hey, I don't think so. I got me 300 coupons. So
There
hand
we
'em
go.
over. Hey, kids, we're eating dinner tonight. Come on, Tiffany, Heather, Cody, Dylan, Dermot,
creator.
Everything stinks.
Okay, it doesn't like the matching.
Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me. Okay, Mr. Burns.
There we go.
Great plan, Bart. Trampoline! Trampoline!
I would love to change its starting position. Okay, it's 1.5 in both. 1.5 pitch. That means it's 0.75 in both directions.
Main pounder is the dog in the. Main pounder is the dog in the. Main pounder is the dog in the. Main pounder is the dog in the vent. Main pounder is the dog in the vent. Main pounder is the dog in the vent. Main pounder is the dog in the vent.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to add that in the heights.
Todd, would you like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables. vegetable. Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables. Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables. Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables. Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. All right, that's it, young man. No Bible stories for you tonight.
Ned
Hmm.
Flanders is on the phone.
No, this is about that stupid quarter again. Hello, Ned.
Sorry to bother you, Reverend Lovejoy, but I'm kind of in a tizzy. Our son Todd just told us he didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
What was it? Asparagus?
You said a bad word.
Well, you know, kids and vegetables. What was it? Asparagus?
No, Reverend. The point is, you said a bad word.
Dan Flanders.
I said I don't want any damn vegetables.
Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables.
Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no.
Okay, that looks right.
That's it, young man. No Bible stories for you tonight. Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables.
Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
Like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables.
Weren't you a little hard on him?
Well, you knew I had a temper when you married me.
That looks right. And the height is 6 millimeter.
Fiddle-dee-dee. Oh, fudge. Fiddle-dee-dee. That's broken. Fiddle-dee-dee. Oh, fudge. Fiddle-dee-dee. That's broken. I ordered a double-double. They gave me the
It's 10.
Close your eyes, Mart. Got a surprise for you.
Hmm.
Okay, open your eyes. Hey, it's a handgun. Hey, it's a handgun. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Isn't it great? It's a handgun. Isn't it great? Point it whenever you want to die.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I can't do a whole lot without the equipment I'm needing, so I will go ahead and stream here, grab my calipers from work, and then we'll pick things back up tomorrow. But with that, thank you all for tuning in. Day 997 of my continuous streaming challenge complete. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.